tiny ant has just changed the way I view life forever. And no, I'm not exaggerating. This ant had no power, no strength, and yet it taught one of the greatest kings in history a lesson he'd never forget. Prophet Sulaiman wasn't just a king. He was literally different. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him powers that no one else had. Like, he had the power to control winds, animals, and even jinn. Imagine being able to speak to birds, hear what insects are saying, or command the wind to take you anywhere. Prophet Sulaiman had all of that. But guess what? It still wasn't enough to stop him from being humbled by a tiny ant. One day, Prophet Sulaiman's army was marching. It was thousands of soldiers and war horses and even jinn. The ground was shaking, the air was heavy, nothing could even stop them. But then a tiny ant saw them coming and said something shocking. All ants get into your homes, and Sulaiman and his army will crush you without even knowing it. Think about this. This ant knew it was powerless. It didn't complain, it didn't blame, it accepted its place and warned its people. And here's where it gets beautiful. Prophet ﷺ heard the ants, and he could have ignored it, he could have laughed, but instead he just smiled. He realized something huge. Even with all of his power, he was still just a servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what did he do next? He made a dua. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make me grateful for your blessings and help me do good deeds that please you. A king humbled by an ant. So what is the lesson over here? We stress over small things, but even an ant knows how to act calm. We chase money, power, and status, but even a king knew it meant nothing without gratitude. We complain about life, but this ant, it did its job, accepted reality, and kept moving. What's stopping us from learning the same lesson? How many of us have more than what we need, but we still complain? How many of us stress over things we can't control instead of just trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I sometimes have a problem with that. But how many of us have forgotten gratitude while chasing things that won't even matter at the end? The next time you feel frustrated, stressed, or lost, remember the story of the ant. Even the smallest creatures can teach us the biggest lessons. Prophet ﷺ had everything, but he still asked for Allah to make him grateful. So yet, if there's one dua that you should make today, let it be this. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make me grateful for everything I have before I lose it. And if the story hit you, then share it, because someone out there needs to hear this lesson today. MashaAllah.